Dina's life took an unexpected turn when her 10-year-old daughter went missing without a trace. It was a typical morning for Dina, working as a 911 operator, when she heard her daughter's voice on the other end of the line. "Mama, he keeps me locked in a garage." Mia's frantic plea echoed in Dina's ears before the line went silent, leaving her heart pounding with fear. Dina's life had been challenging lately, with an unexpected divorce from her husband, John, and a custody battle for Mia. John, who had been a construction worker, had been discouraged from working after a tragic accident, leaving Dina as the sole breadwinner for their family. She had urged John to find another job, but he refused, citing mental health issues, and their arguments grew increasingly frequent. But 6 months after their divorce, John reached out to Dina, expressing a desperate desire to see Mia one last time before he left the city to start over. Despite her reservations, Dina couldn't deny Mia's right to see her father, and she agreed to a meeting. However, everything went wrong on that fateful Friday. John was supposed to bring Mia back home from a walk in the neighborhood park by 6 p.m., but they never showed up. Dina's calls went unanswered, and she rushed to the park, searching frantically for any sign of her daughter and ex-husband, but they were nowhere to be found. Dina's worry escalated as she alerted her colleagues, and a search team was dispatched. Days passed with no developments. Mia's phone was off, and John's was out of service. Dina's heart was heavy with fear and uncertainty as she clung to hope, desperately waiting for any news of her beloved daughter and the ex-husband who had caused so much turmoil in their lives. Dina refused to give up. She had to find her missing daughter, Mia, no matter what it took. She had been consumed by guilt, blaming herself for letting Mia go for a walk with John, who had disappeared with her. Dina was determined to find Mia and bring her back safe. One night, while holding Mia's picture and crying, Dina suddenly remembered that she had taught Mia to contact 911 in case of emergencies. With a glimmer of hope, Dina rushed back to work the next day, hoping that Mia would contact her there. She anxiously waited for Mia's call, asking her colleagues if they had received any calls from her, but to no avail. Dina's anxiety grew with each passing moment, but she refused to go home. She stayed at her workstation, waiting for Mia's call, and eventually dozed off. It was 4 a.m. when the phone rang, startling her awake. Dina answered the call, and to her relief, heard Mia's voice on the other end. Mia was scared and sobbing, saying that someone was keeping her locked in a garage. Dina tried to calm her down and asked her about her whereabouts. Mia revealed that it was her father who had taken her there, but he wasn't acting like himself. Before she could provide more details, the call abruptly ended, and the tracker on the computer screen vanished. Dina was devastated, but she didn't lose hope. She rallied her colleague David and a team to help her save Mia. The team arrived at a shady neighborhood, and Dina instructed them to search for houses with garages. They knocked on doors, showed their badges, and searched every place diligently, but Mia was nowhere to be found. Dina's determination only grew stronger, and she refused to give up. When Dina reached an old and dilapidated house, she noticed that the lights were on, and clothes were hung out to dry. Despite receiving no response, she called out, urging whoever was inside to come out as they were conducting a search. Dina had a gut feeling that something was amiss, and she was determined to get to the bottom of it. With each passing moment, Dina's desperation increased. She knew that time was running out, and she was willing to do whatever it took to save her daughter. Little did she know that she was about to uncover a shocking truth that would change everything. Dina's heart raced with anticipation as she waited for someone to respond to her calls at the door, hoping that it would lead her to Mia and finally bring her home safe. Dina's heart pounded as she noticed a shadow move across the drapes in the living room. Her suspicions were confirmed. Someone was inside her house, avoiding her. Without hesitation, she called her team and swiftly surrounded the house from all directions, ready to confront the intruder. "If you don't step out by the count of 3, we'll have to break through the door," Dina warned over the megaphone, her voice steady but stern. 1, 2, and 3. At the count of 3, Dina signaled her team to smash open the door, and she followed them inside, her eyes scanning the room. She was shocked to see her ex-husband John cowering beneath the stairs in the living room. The property was in disarray, with takeout boxes scattered around, and a foul odor in the air. "John, where is Mia?" Dina asked, her voice strained with anger and fear. "What the hell did you do? Where is Mida here?" John looked terrified as he pointed to the garage outside. "No way," Dina cried, her heart clenching in dread. "You did not lock our daughter in there. You're a monster, John. A freaking monster." Dina's team quickly broke open the garage's lock, and there she found Mia, her precious daughter, safe but crying. Dina held Mia tightly in her arms, overcome with relief and love. She couldn't understand why John would do such a thing to their child. As Dina comforted Mia, she couldn't help but notice that the garage was clean and well kept, unlike the rest of John's house. There was a small bed, a desk for Mia to study at, and her belongings neatly arranged in a makeshift closet. "What's the matter with you, John?" Dina wondered aloud as she watched her team arrest him and lead him away to the police car. "Why did you keep our daughter here?" Mia was safe, but Dina couldn't shake off her concerns about John's actions. She asked Mia about what happened, and Mia nervously revealed that her father had been acting strange and had told her he was keeping her safe. Dina called John's therapist, David, to learn more about John's behavior. David explained that John had developed mild agoraphobia after an accident at his previous workplace and had been seeing a therapist for it. John's fear of something happening to his loved ones, especially Mia, had led him to keep her locked in the garage, thinking it was for her safety. Realizing that John needed help, Dina decided to support him in his healing journey. She paid for his therapy sessions and stood by his side, encouraging him to overcome his condition. Despite the lack of progress initially, Dina didn't lose hope. A year later, Dina saw a positive change in John. She allowed Mia to see her father again and was amazed to witness their comfortable interaction. John's therapist also noticed the improvement and encouraged him to go out more, with Mia as a sign of progress. Today, Mia, John, and Dina have reconciled and are a happy family once again. Dina and John are expecting their second child, and Mia is excited to become a big sister. Dina looks back on the challenging journey with gratitude, knowing that her family has come through it stronger and closer than ever before. She is grateful for the opportunity to have understood and supported John, and to have given their family a second chance at happiness.